Howdy, SNA assassinators. This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video. And yeah, this is the Monday Night Raw review video on May 27, 2024, on the Memorial Day edition of The Red Show and the post-show Raw, the 2 nights after their King and Queen of the Ring pay-per-view. And I want to wish you guys a happy Memorial Day, which I already did on my wrestling news video. But I thought I might say it once again here on the Raw review video. This is where we saw recaps from King Queen of the Ring. This is where we saw Ludwig Kaiser was in the ring. That's where he proudly presented our 2024 King of the Ring in WWE, Darling General Gunther. And then even though, he won in a controversial way, I got to acknowledge that he is the king of WWE now. And he did went on his word. He went on his word and be a man of his word and promised that he was going to win, which he did. But that's where we got him. Came right out of the ring after he was presented by his teammate Ludwig Kaiser. That's where Gunther to lift up his crown that he won from the King of the Ring. That's where then he hugged Ludwig Kaiser. That's where he got right up on the microphone. That's where then, when he grabbed from Ludwig Kaiser, that's where the fans, half of them were booing, the other half was cheering, that are diehard Gunther fans. This is where then Gunther went right and got into the microphone with the half the fans were booing, the other half were chanting. And then that's where the fans that are booing, they chant, "You suck," which he does suck, in kayfabe perspective. This is where then we got, then Gunther went right up on the microphone. This is where then he's like, and then he starts smiling right at Ludwig. This is where then, and then this is where this is where then Gunther would start smiling. This is where he tried to talk. But this is where fans are like, "We want Randy, clap, 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 clap. We want Randy." Like if it was the "We want Cody" chants all over again. But this time was with his legacy stablemate. And then half the fans did not want Gunther, the Ring General, to win. Yeah, they wanted Orton to win, genuinely, but also because of that controversial finish. Just so both men wouldn't lose in a very weak manner, I guess you could say. But it's where then he's like, all right, without any delay and any interruptions from the fans, I want to tell you guys that this past Saturday at the King and Queen of the Ring Premium Live event, I captured the biggest, one of the biggest achievements. And I successfully achieved the biggest accomplishment next to winning the championship, and that is the King of the Ring. And I had beaten Randy Orton in the process of doing so. And this is where fans are booing louder when he brought up he beaten the Viper, Randy Orton. This is where Gunther's like, "Now I am the rightful King of the Ring of 2024." And then this is where fans were booing like, "Boo!" And this is where we got to get to stuff. All right, let's talk about the current world heavyweight champion Damian Priest, because I might be facing him at SummerSlam. That's only if he can go past Drew McIntyre, which he has this. At this coming month in June, in Glasgow, Scotland. And then this is where then he brought his name up about a couple of times, which that's still too many times. And you know the rules, which is on 1408. This is where then he's like, I followed the Archer of Infamy and the Punisher of the Judgment Day's path, since day one, but he really stepped up ever since Rhea Ripley has been gone from injuries, all thanks to the hands of our current women's world champion, and then Damian Priest took on to the responsibility, and I admire that from the Punisher. That succeeds when he takes on responsibility, and I can see why he's a world champion. And in that Intercontinental Championship, Heavyweight Championship that I once was, I lacked and it's starting to lack prestige ever since Sammy beat me for that title at WrestleMania 40 last month. But when Joe Ling General held on to that title, it was the most prestigious championship that of all of WWE in WWE history of all time. This is where then Ludwig started clapping to his kayfabe dad, I guess you could call him. This is where then Gunther looked at Ludwig. This is where he looked back right for the camera. This is where he's like in the King of the Ring tournament, was lacking the prestige. And again, I had to step up and realize it, and not to go up heights that I've never seen before in my career. And then this is where Gunther then added on the microphone saying, again now, the World Heavyweight Championship, is lacking prestige because the champion wanted to be taking shortcuts, and I was like, Gunther has a point right there, even though he's a heel, and also even though Damian Priest is going to defend his title at Clash of the Castle, but maybe he should have defended somehow. Even though maybe he needs a break, but at the same time, it's been since maybe since the beginning of the month back in Backlash, since the last time he defended the World Championship. And yeah, the ring general kind of has a point on that, for him to say that. But this is where we get Gunther then added this is where then Damian Priest got on the microphone. This is where he started chuckling. He was like congratulations, on your way, he congratulated him at first, but at second he was like, even though Randy Orton still had his arm up, but if you didn't did that little crucifix sliding roll up, we all know Randy would have been the true winner of that tournament. And then this is where Damian Priest and you're talking about prestige and shortcuts about me, man. He was like, but I gotta admit, you are King of the Ring right there, you're right to prove it. And you do get a shot at SummerSlam, and you did choose to pick me. Well, even though if you didn't choose to pick me, you still wouldn't have a choice because that's not an option to see who's going to get a shot at a specific championship that everybody management chooses that's the wrestler that represents their brand that they're wrestling on, which he's on Raw. Gunther's on Raw, and his chances of going after for the WWE Championship are slim because the American Nightmare is on SmackDown rather than on Raw anymore. But anyways, this is where then we got Damian Priest is but let's just be real right now. You think you earned something, Gunther? He was like, we obviously not saw you beat Randy Orton in that in that match. You're talking about taking shortcuts. As far as I'm concerned, that was the most that was the most biggest and ginormous shortcut that you ever took in your whole entire career, buddy. And then this is where Gunther was like, but dog is you could say that I know better because I cashed in on a vulnerable Drew McIntyre a couple months ago. But guess what? When I cashed that Money in the Bank briefcase, that briefcase was earned in a ladder match at the Money in the Bank PLE about 10 months ago. And then this is where it's you better that's how it works. He's I cashed it in, just like a lot of other cashed in before me, back from the past 19 years. But that's how that works. That's the stipulation of the Money in the Bank contract. And then this is where then he asked Gunther curiously, he's and this is where he's do you know exactly how this business works, Gunther? And then this is where Gunther's look, I'm not going to answer that. And the fact is that I am the King of the Ring. And And if you're still the championship by the time of SummerSlam in Cleveland, thing, like I'm gonna challenge you for that title. Like, and in terms of teaching me like about the business, like and educate me about the business, like he was like, let me tell you one thing. Your business is not expertise. Like, and I'm kind of waiting for you. Like, ever since I stepped foot in this company, like I've been waiting for somebody to teach me anything in this business. Like, after that bell is rung, like I can teach you about. Like I cannot may not teach you about business, but what I can teach you like is great sportsmanship and the and the greatness of this sport. That's what he said. And he's like, and you have two options, Mr. Priest. Like you're either gonna give me this stupid business lesson that you're trying to teach me here before SummerSlam, like, or you're gonna give me to it after, like when you dress me as world heavyweight champion that you claim to be. And then this is where the fans started clapping for the ring general, saying like, "Yeah, he makes sense when he cut that." And this is where, but Damien Priest like, "Yeah, like I respect you in this ring, I respect you in that title reign, like or being the longest reigning champion, like, but as your world heavyweight champion, I mean, what can you teach me that I already know, like when it comes to the main event scene?" And this is where Gunther started giving a big grin. This is where Dan Priest is like, we're probably gonna see each other at SummerSlam. Like, and I just want to say we're definitely gonna be going to war before he can even finish his sentence. This is where we got the Scottish Warrior came in there. This is where then he was like, look, wait, like you. This is where Drew McIntyre entered the ring like small and a grin. This is where he goes face to face with the likes of Damian Priest and Gunther. This is where Drew McIntyre's like, I don't pretend that I forgot about what happened between you and me, Mike. And then this is where fans start chanting CM Punk, like trying to get into Drew McIntyre's head. This is where I believe the fans were trying to ruin his night. This is where Drew McIntyre's like, do you mind if I address this quicker? Please, fans, y'all need to shut up. And or first he's like, I want to address one thing, like, if you excuse me, gentlemen, like the Priest and Gunther, like, please shut the hell up. And so you fans that chant CM Punk, and speaking of Punk, like 6 months ago, CM Punk has made his WWE return about 6 months ago, and this is where fans are like, yeah, and then this is where Drew McIntyre was like, if I didn't injure him while I did, like he would have screwed up and got fired, and you got nowhere else to go. Like to burn his whole bridges in the wrestling business. So I'm gonna say something kind to you. You're welcome for saving your career here in WWE, because you can't obviously go to that other company or else you would get into it with the man above crying people rivers, but that's none of my business to talk about. It's where he's like, but what is my business? And then Drew McIntyre that I became number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, and I won it at WrestleMania 40, and I am the number one contender now. And I'm gonna be facing you, Priest, at Clash of the Castle, and you're not already forgetting that we have a match in less than 3 weeks, are you? And then this is where the Gunther was like, okay, like I guess that's my cue to leave. This is where he walked out of the arena. This is where it was Drew and Priest in the ring. This is where then David Priest like, okay, if you want to be clear, like I'm not looking past you, man. Like I just know exactly what's gonna happen, and then you and me are gonna be done. And then this is where Drew McIntyre's like, tell them, like, hey, look, Priest, like, I'm trying to help you lift you up. Like, I'm trying to make you the better version of yourself. And, brother, you're spreading yourself too thin. Like, your Judgment Day members, like, it's screwing up left and right, like, both ends. And he's like, I mean, dumb, like, went all the way to Saudi Arabia just to screw up, like, in general. And he's like, and ever since his mommy Rhea got hurt, like ever since Rio's been injured and you've been the leader, every single member of the Judgment Day is going straight to hell, brother. And then this is where then Drew McIntyre then continues saying, and that's where I come into hell to start focusing on what's most important, focusing on you, focus on that world heavyweight championship. And you don't know when you realize what's coming for you. Let me help you. Let me paint you a picture right here, right now. Wade Bear, Fit Finley, William Regal, British Bulldog, and all the what they all have in common, like the UK legends, between them, they won exactly 0 WWE World Championships. And I was like, that's true. That's very unfortunate. Because the likes of Finley won the United States Championship, and the British Bulldog only held the Intercontinental Championship, and the same with Wade Barrett. But anyway, that's where then we got